Welcome you all my lecture series of C programming and problem. The name of the code is problem solving and C programming. In today's lecture series, we are going to see about what is the function and what is the definition of the function, how you can declare the function with an example with the syntax. So what is a function? Function is nothing but it is basically a set of statements or set of block of code used to used to perform some specific task. So function is a set of statements that takes inputs and perform some computation and produces an output as a normal main function is done. So the function we are going to first we have to declare the function, and next we have to define the function, and in the main program we are going to call the function. So this is the syntax of how you can declare the function or define the prototype of the function. So you have a first is a return type, then space, next is the function name, then within bracket we have the set of inputs. So this is that syntax of function declaration. So what is the use of function and why we are using function? So the main use is the reusability. Once the function is defined, we can use that function again and again whenever we are needed. So the code reusability is improved, and also the time of the time and space of coding is also reduced. And next one is an abstraction. So what is an abstraction means? As an end user, we don't need to have the how the function is works. Once you call the function means it perform the action and return the output to the main function. So it provide the abstraction to the my function. For example, we are using that scanf and printf. So this is an example of that function. It is a predefined function of the C compiler. So the scanf is used for that input statement, and printf is for the output statement. So inside that, so what is the code you have to return? As an end user, we don't have any worry about that. Once you call the scanf, it do the input operation, and once you call the printf, we do the output operation. So this is the main advantages of function is reusability and abstraction. And first is the function declaration. As it is when as a variable declaration we are using, the same thing we are going to use the function declaration. So the function declaration means it is also called it as a prototype. Here means we are declaring the property of the function. So what is the function name and what are all the input it takes and how many parameters we are going to use that function. So this type of information is produced that function declaration. For example, consider in the right side you have that variable declaration int var. So this statement implies that, so the properties of that statement is it produces the two properties. One is the name of the variable is var and type of the variable is int. These two information we can get from this set of statement. So this information is given to the compiler. So how many number of how much space we have to occupy that var and what's the data type. So this is the information we are going to given to the compiler. So as it is like the variable declaration, we are going to define the function also. For example, consider this is an example of simple functional declaration. So what is the syntax of function declaration? You have a return type or data type, and next is a function name, and within bracket we are having the parameters or arguments. So what is the input, how many input we are going to pass that given function. So int fun, then within bracket we have a int comma character. So that statement implies that we are going to passing the two variables and inside the function. So that statement implies the following properties. So the name of the function is fun, then return type of the function is an int, and number of parameters are 2, and type of parameter of 1 is integer type and second one is a character type. So this much of information we can get from this single line statement. So this is that function prototype or function declaration. Next thing, we are going to define the function, that is a function definition. So the function definition contains a block of code to perform a specific task. In our example, we have adding two numbers and returning it. So what is the syntax of the function definition means return type, function name, and within bracket we have an arguments, and also followed by that open parenthesis and body of function and close parenthesis. So when a function is called, the control of the program is transferred to that function definition, and the compiler starts executing the function, and finally inside the body statement inside the body of the function, and finally when it reads that close braces, it know that that function is end. So again it return back to the main function, next statement in the main function, next statement of the function calling. So this is the way the function definition is executed. So first thing we have to declare, and next in the main function we are going to call the function, and third one we have to define the function separate in the using the block of statements. For example, in that addition of two numbers means, so what is the function definition? Int add number of int a and int b. Here the name of the function is add numbers, the return type is int, and we are going to pass the two numbers as a variable. That variables belongs to the integer type. So this much of information we can get from that function declaration. So in the function definition, it contains that return type and add numbers and arguments we are going to get from that declaration statement, and in the inside the code function, in the code statement we have to do that c is equal to a plus b, and return the output of addition of two numbers to the main function. So this is the way the function definition and function declaration and function is executed in the addition of two numbers. I hope you will understand and what is the use of function, and what is the function, and what are all the three important terms and three important components of the function. So one is the function declaration and function calling and function definition. Thank you.